champions again, Liverpool.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Cop Council. How are we all? Hopefully all of you are having a fantastic day wherever you are around the world, and welcome to our match reaction show towards Liverpool's 2-2 draw against Everton in the Merseyside derby. Yes, we will be talking about all of the, all the controversial topics tonight. And things, I guess, because there was a load of controversy, in tonight's game, earlier on's game anyway, because, VAR, again, screwing with a Premier League game, let alone Liverpool's game. It was a bloody Premier League game, and it was annoying. And, it's just not good things, to be honest. So we will talk about other things as well in today's show anyway. And as well, before I do, talk anything about the game as well, if you guys would like to come on the show, then please do let me know. I'm going to be doing this from now on, hopefully. I'll put the link to join in the chat if you would like to join, and then you can just click on it and then join in, and have your say about the Merseyside derby anyway. But if you could do me the massive favor and please give the video a like, massively appreciate if you could do so. Also as well, if you're new to the Cop Council and viewing us for the first time, then please hit that subscribe button and don't forget to enable notifications as well. But let me dive into the comments. And Doug's in saying rumors started that Virgil van Dijk is out for 7 to 8 weeks. There's just rumors flying about at the minute. I was talking to someone before coming on, and someone said it could be a soft tissue damage, but doesn't know really what grade it could be. Of course, a grade 1 would be, a 1 or 2 week type thing. Of course, with the grades going up further, then of course you're looking at more, time off. Like grade 2, I think would be between between 1 or 2 months off, and then grade 3 would be around 7 to 8 months off. So that's not really good, is it at all? We will talk, of course, about Virgil van Dijk and Jordan Pickford and all that bits and pieces of news anyway in tonight's show. But guys, let me know anyway your thoughts on the game. Instantly. I know result 2-2 doesn't seem so bad because, of course, we always draw against Everton at Goodison, but in just the manner that it happened, it was just a bit gutting, in my personal opinion anyway, on how it did happen, for sure anyway. But if I can show you this. So this was the starting 11 lineup for today's match. Of course, we got it right. We finally got it right. With Adrian, Trent, Matip, of course, Joe Matip coming back in to the team, Virgil van Dijk, Andy Robertson, Fabinho, Thiago Alcantara coming in, Jordan Henderson returning, Sadio Mane, Mo Salah, and Bobby Firmino as well. Guys, let me know your thoughts on this starting 11 lineup. Did you like it? Did you like the way we were set up today? And just let me know your instant thoughts about what the team was like today, because of course many people I think were happy with the lineup. Of course, Thiago coming into midfield, the likes of Jordan Henderson and Sadio Mane coming back as well. So that was very, very good as well. But Stephen says Pickford should have been sent off. He should have been sent off for sure. I absolutely do agree with that as well. Kale's then saying play Kelleher all season plus chop on Pickford arms. Yeah, Kelleher's not going to be playing, I don't think, any games this season, apart maybe from FA Cup, in my personal opinion anyway. But of course, let's just jump straight into it. This Virgil van Dijk. Now, as you can see on this image here, you can already see it isn't good. So of course, Liverpool did go 1-0 up, as you can see on the bottom left there, due to Sadio Mane scoring an absolute wonderful goal. It was actually a beautiful team goal as well. So, that was fantastic. But this, for me, was the major talking point of the game. For me, this is awful. And like Doug has said, by here, if I get the comment back up a bit quickly, rumors starting that Virgil van Dijk is out for 7 to 8 months. I no wonder, after looking at that image right there, there's a wonder how his knee just didn't break, because that's a freeze frame. Watching it even in real time, it was just bad to look at, and it was bad to just view. It was horrible to watch. But I do not get how or why, like, Jordan Pickford did not get sent off for this. Of course, Liverpool are still waiting, as far as we know of anyway, are waiting from VAR as well. But at the moment, anyway, they haven't come out and said anything about Liverpool and VAR and the Everton game, as far as we know of anyway. But as far as I do know of, they haven't said anything. But that image is just shocking, for sure. So, yeah, very, very disturbing image there of Virgil van Dijk. But we hopefully, fingers crossed, it is the best case scenario of Virgil van Dijk and he isn't injured for the season. Because if he is, then Liverpool are going to be in trouble, and we are going to be in trouble. But I'm hoping that he is going to be okay. He's going to be ready, and hopefully things will be okay. He's going to be out for a period. He's going to be, but fingers crossed it isn't going to be for a long period anyway. But the Hello 145 says, I think if it wasn't a Joe Gomez that was lacking confidence that come on the pitch, I think we perform a lot better at the back. Of course, Joe Gomez, I thought he had an okay game. Of course, coming in for Virgil van Dijk, and like you say, he has been lacking confidence, especially from what happened 2 weeks ago as well. I don't think he was playing very well for England neither. So, to be put in that situation, I think he did okay for that. It's just for the second goal, in my opinion, for Everton, I think Joe Gomez could have done a lot better in that scenario anyway. But Mark's in saying awful tackle. Yeah, it was on Virgil van Dijk. Steven says a shocking image. It is. I didn't want to show it, but I think I had to in many respects. Kale says I looks like he got hit in the ball. It does rumble a little bit, to be fair. It looks like he got hit up where it hurts. Yeah, it did, to be fair. And Hello says, I think the VAR ref was too busy forcing the offside, focusing on the offside part of the play to realise that only excuse thing I can think of, and even that is shocking. Yeah, look, at the end of the day, whoever was in charge of VAR refereeing today didn't do a good job whatsoever. Absolutely shocking performance in that aspect of things, because it wasn't just that situation with Virgil van Dijk and Pickford. Of course, later on as well, Liverpool, with Sadio Mane and the whole, goal that should have been given and that, and we will talk about that for sure. But I just don't get it. I don't get it. I think it was what Robbo said a couple of weeks ago about it, and said that people, like, we shouldn't use VAR unless we're ready to use it and we're ready to go and use it, to be fair as well. But yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts anyway on Virgil van Dijk and that whole situation. Anyway, I believe as well we will have a guest on now in about 10 minutes, as far as I know of anyway. We will have a special guest on as well. And like I did say, if any of you guys want to come on and have your say about the Merseyside derby, then please do let me know in the comment section down below. In the comment section anyway, let me know if you would like to come on, and I will put a link into the chat so you can come on and have your say about the Merseyside derby anyway. And yeah, I want to kind of do that more often now. I want to get your thoughts and your opinions after the games and things like that. So you don't even have to be on camera if you don't want to be. You can just have your voice and have it said. Just let me know if you don't want to be on camera, of course, as well. So yeah, please do let me know in the comments anyway. But what else do we have? Doug says the Richarlison tackle on Thiago is not even a tackle; it's 100% try to end or endanger Thiago's footballing career. And I did say we had a special guest, and let me get him on. All right, now, there he is. Hello, Dave. How are you?
Well, after that performance today, the performance was brilliant, but the performance, I'm sorry to say, of VAR was unbelievable. It was an absolute disgrace. And I'm not on about the late goal. That things can happen, no. I'm actually on about the tackles on Thiago and the VVD Pickford kung fu kick. They were, because they're probably, they could have broke the leg. They could have been maybe even never played football again. That's what I'm worried about. You know, that's, I don't know. I'm just gonna rant. I'm gonna rant here.
Well, there's the image. Like we was just showing it, but there's the image of Virgil van Dijk. Getting absolute ballistic from Pickford. It's shocking. It's absolutely shocking. And I said this before you come on, Dave. For me, whoever that VAR referee is today, for me, either A, needs to get investigated, or B, needs to get sacked.
Coots, David Coots or something his name was.
I thought it was him. Like, because I've seen on Twitter people saying like he missed an obvious red card towards the end of last season and a handball in a championship game. So if you're doing that in the championship, you shouldn't be doing it in the Premier League.
Yeah, I think James Pearce is just after tweeting, and a few other guys, that Liverpool have asked the Premier League for an explanation over the 2 VAR decisions, because I mean, even the Mane one offside and Hendo scores. I mean, the goal, even I think Liverpool FC put it up on Twitter, a goal, Hendo. You know the way they do it. And as I say, I'm not too worried about that one. It's the injuries or the tackles that could literally ruin someone's career. Never mind Thiago and Van Dijk being Liverpool's probably top 4 or 5 players. But I mean, it's that's the problem for me. I know Rick Arlson got sent off and stuff like that, but I think it set the tone because that they didn't send Pickford off. But the other thing I noticed as well, Liverpool didn't go mad about it. The fact the Liverpool players didn't go as mad as I would about it and ran over to the referee. They didn't really. Maybe they're waiting on VAR to make the decision. Did you not notice that?
I think with Thiago we did, but with the Virgil one, no, I don't think we did.
No, we didn't.
It was just like if it was, a natural thing, to be fair. But like Dave said, and he did mention it, Melissa Reddy did tweet out, and James Pearson, like Dave said, all the other reliable sources for Liverpool, of course, tweeting out saying LFC have request a review into the application of VAR during the Merseyside derby for the Premier League over the failure to scrutinise Jordan Pickford's challenge on Virgil van Dijk, plus the clarity over, of course, Sadio Mane's offside call as well. So hopefully we'll get some answers from the Premier League anyway, in terms of that anyway. I personally don't see it.
No.
I don't think we'll get answers. No. And even if we do get answers, and Dave, I want to know your thoughts on this, they're just going to come up with a bunch of excuses. Because, like, I don't know, if, like, I'm sorry, like, how can you be offside, like, when you're clearly onside? I just don't get it.
Yeah, that was super tight. That was super tight. But I mean, they're not going to come up with answers because they're in too deep now. I mean, what do they do? There's so many mistakes. What do you do? Go back on all the mistakes? You can't. It's too deep. You can't. I don't think you can stop it midway through the season, because then you'd have teams like Liverpool, like Brighton against United, like coming back and saying, well, you're stopping decisions now. We've lost points over this. Potentially lost, 2 huge points today. It could have been 3-2. It would have eased a lot of pain with that Hendo goal being the winner. 3-2. You would have said, I still would have been ranting about it for the very fact of why Pickford stayed on the pitch, why there wasn't a penalty. I mean, think about it. If someone on the sideline is mounting at the referee and they're not even on the pitch and they're mounting at the referee, they can get sent off. They can get sent. They're not even on the pitch. No. So the idea, I've seen guys on Twitter today, it's actually false. You can get sent off even if the ball is offside and the referee calls it and the linesman, even the linesman was going like this with his flag. If you've seen it, he knew it was a bad tackle. He was straight away. He wasn't saying it was offside. He was going like this because it was so tight. There's no way the linesman was calling it offside. But if you see the replay on the Pickford Van Dijk tackle, the linesman is going like this. But the big question is, why didn't VAR tell the referee to go over to the monitor and make his decision? Because I think if he went to the monitor, it was a red card.
So I think what BT said anyway, and like I've only catched BT a little bit today, and I think what they said, if the referee had blown, I think it was like 5 seconds after he did, or like even a second after, then the VAR referee could have advised him to go and have a look, which is just stupid.
I think it's just very, very poor. It's really, really poor. I mean, you look at Liverpool today, we actually played very well. I mean, if we forget about all the negativity side of it, let's hope Virgil and Thiago, aren't. There's obviously a question mark over them for the Ajax away game now midweek, and the games are coming thick and fast. But let's hope it's not a 5 or 10 or worse, because Van Dijk's been lucky with injuries, to be honest, to be fair. And I mean, I'm not even calling that an injury. That was an assault. Let's be fucking fair about it here. Let's be fair about it. No, it's an absolute disgrace. T-Rex. I seen him. I was up in Smith's earlier in a toy store. I seen T-Rex, a little rubber T-Rex on the top of the shelf. That's where he belongs, top of the shelf in Smith's, because he is not a goalkeeper. He's an absolute disgrace. And actually thought Adrian was okay today in goal for us. I mean, okay, the one hit at him, if he'd a stronger wrist, maybe Alisson being a bigger, more, stronger keeper saves it. The header was a good header. I don't think he'd any chance there. Overall, we were brilliant. Thiago was brilliant. Hendo was brilliant. Man, even Salah. What a finish from Salah. Wow. So
what a player.
I think that was his, what was that? His 150, what was that? 100 goal, 100 league goal?
100 for Liverpool league goal.
What a finish. So there's a lot of pluses to come out of it. Virgil out for 6 months. Virgil out for 6 months. A guy is texting me here now. I don't know, and he's. I'm not even gonna go. I'm not gonna go on. Oh my god.
To be fair, I'm looking on Twitter now, and people are saying it's a long-term injury.
Yeah, no, I've heard it's bad because Klopp was on BT talking about it. And he said it doesn't look good. For Virgil to come off, he had to be injured for a start. We knew that.
So the constant rumour that's getting circling around right now on social media anyway, guys, is around 6 to 8 months.
That's the season. That's the season.
Yeah, there's the season. So now we only have Joe Gomez and Joel Matip as two centre-backs. Yeah. This is why we needed centre-halves.
This was always the problem, right? Okay, Fabinho can play there, but problem is you're not gonna replace Van Dijk, no matter what you do. Even Alisson. Look at Alisson. We haven't really replaced Alisson, have we? No. So that level, you're not going to replace them. People give out about Salah and all, but if Salah get injured, you would know all about it. It's as simple as that. Once your core, look at the core that was missing today. Alisson, the spine. Alisson, Van Dijk. Those two. You have Thiago in the middle who's injured as well. We don't know how long he's going to be out. So it's an absolute disgrace what happened today. Never mind how long he's out. It's not the point. It's not the point.
Well, the thing is now, if now this is the case now, and say if the Premier League do come out with a statement and things like this,
it's too late.
Does now the FA, do they ban Pickford for 3 games because it's dangerous conduct?
I don't think. I know they gave United a penalty when the whistle was blown out, but I still think you'd have to be there. I know you can get retrospect red cards, can't you? You can get retrospect bans for dangerous play and stuff like that. It is possible you could get a 3-match. I think it's a 3-match ban for violent
straight
conduct.
Red card.
Yeah, 3-match ban. That is possible. If Van Dijk's coming out with a 6-month fucking injury, I mean that's just gonna be wow.
As you guys can see on screen right now, if I get it,
I'm hearing that myself. I'm just hearing that from one or two of my mates.
Yeah, Paul Joyce says by here, Virgil van Dijk and Thiago Alcantara has gone for scans on suspected knee injuries following incident involving Jordan Pickford and Richarlison as well. Of course, more news coming out about Virgil van Dijk more than Thiago, which I don't know if that of Thiago.
I don't think. Yeah, well, you don't know because it's a scan.
I think with Thiago, I think he should be fine for Wednesday for the Champions League, but it's iffy, and it is iffy. But let's read a couple of your comments anyway, because I can see loads of you commenting. Stephen says, first time I haven't seen it as I work in today. Oh, trust me, when you get to see it fully, it's bad on Virgil. It's bad for sure. Kale says, who is our new goalkeeper? He's a Brazilian. What is he 16 or 17?
He's 17, I think.
Yeah. So anyway, don't even think he's coming. He's not coming.
I mean, Keller has a better chance of starting than him.
Exactly. Mark says VAR has to be looked at again. It's not working. It's not.
It's too late. It's too late. It's too late. Do you know what? It also, the VAR, it's taking the fun out of it. I mean, even Mane's goal was a world class goal. You're looking for VAR to pull it back 6 years ago, like Back to the Future. It's like bleeding watching Back to the Future, 21,000 gigawatts. Like, it's like, you remember Back to the Future? That's what it's like. It's like we go back in time and go 21,000 gigawatts or something like that. What are you talking about? Like that Van Dijk news looks bad now. That's just after ruining my bloody night. I'm telling you, it was a bad enough result, but if that's true, it's
well,
looking
Dave
bad.
says I'm hearing Van Dijk is out for the season. That's the rumor at the minute. Mark goes hello to Dave as well. Hello says their players were like that all game though. Like Alan was chopping up at left, right, and centre, and only got a yellow very late on. Yeah, to be fair, like James Rodriguez and Alan as well. You know, both of them asking constantly for yellow cards all game long, and it was like, okay, that's probably what they've. Of course, they've both played out in Italy and they've played for Real Madrid as well, which, you know, I think we've learned from Real Madrid the most out of playing, you know, the dirty game, if you want to call it that. But at the end of the day, they're asking for petty yellow cards and nothing at all. You know, players are not even doing anything. So it's just all of them today. All of them were shithousery today. I know we all talk about Robbo, you know, being shithousery, but there's a difference between, I feel like Robbo's like trying to, you know, infuriate someone to try and get out of them. And then there's blatant then trying to. I mean,
they could have been told to do that. They could have been told to do that because of the fact they knew we're a better football team than them. You know, if they start playing football against us, they're going to lose. So, I mean, derby games throughout history, as you say, 80s, 90s, noughties, they've always been red cards, yellow cards. I mean, Gerrard was sent off a few times. Carragher, it's always dangerous tackles and decisions. That's what makes a derby. But I just thought today, overstepped the mark. I'm sorry, it was just a joke. And the officials, it wasn't even the Everton team, which didn't help, but the officials ruined it. They ruined the game as a spectacle. That was the problem.
Yeah, defo. What we got? Dale Origi says opinions on Virgil van Dijk, best defender in the world. But
opinions is if he's out for the rest of the season. I mean, I don't know what it has to reevaluate everything, unfortunately, because we had looked shaky in defence, and you have to think we wouldn't have let in one or maybe even both of those goals that they scored with the header. Like, you really have to be thinking, if he was there, at least one of them probably wouldn't have went in. And Matip Gomez going forward.
Probably on the corner for the first goal. Yeah. You know, where Fabinho was, probably Van Dijk would be there. So
exactly, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. And I mean, we're vulnerable every time they hit the ball into the thing, and that's where Van Dijk comes into it. I mean, it's looking bad, to be honest.
Do you think Ollie will get sacked tonight? No, keep him long term.
10-year contract.
Yeah, long term plan. Mark says too many bad mistakes.
That's too many bad decisions. Yeah.
Yeah, it was at the end of the day, as Stephen said, VAR is ruining football. It is. It plain and simple is. At the end of the day, you look at VAR in the Premier League, even compared to the Champions League version of VAR, it's two completely different games. You know, two different set of rules and things, I guess. And in Europe, VAR is working well, but for some reason in the Premier League, we're just making, I don't know how to say it, like we're making it harder for ourselves to try and, you know, get a decision correct. And I think Robbo said it last season, you know, if VAR isn't, like, if it isn't 100%, you know, useful, don't use it. And I think that is what, I think if it goes to a vote, I think people will go against it, in my personal opinion.
If it went to a 20 Premier League club vote, I think 14 is the magic number for anything to change. So I'd say it'd be in trouble, VAR, to pass. I really do.
I would absolutely agree with that as well. Mark says, we see that at Sunday League. Yeah, to be fair, it was Sunday League-esque football for sure. In terms of refereeing, anyway, in terms of the game, it was a very good game.
Unbelievable.
Data goes, United were awarded a penalty after the final whistle. Yeah, exactly. Like
to be fair, it actually was a penalty. I think you've seen them given, but don't give it after the final whistle. Give it, when the game is on. You know what I mean? I mean it's just I don't know. This VVD news breaking is just after killing me. I just got a text from a guy who's fairly,
no.
and he said it's 6 months. So that's when I said to you, this is looking bad. This is fucking. All we need now is a long-term Thiago, and you might as well give up.
I'm going to say this now: Liverpool won't win the Premier League this season.
Come on, Connor.
No, I'm sorry.
The only thing about this season is it's such a weird season. And another reason today with the VAR decisions, if there would have been a crowd at Goodison and the screaming and shouting from the Liverpool fans alone,
I would have been given
for the decisions, the referee would have had to give it. So that's another reason why. Plus, Liverpool's reaction to the VVD one, I thought was muted. I couldn't believe why. I was jumping at the bleeding screen going, what the? And especially when you see it on replay, but why wasn't players or even Henderson or the captain Ronaldo going, what are you doing? They didn't. It was all muted. And that's where I think VAR has ruined it even for the players, because they don't even know what the hell is going on. They're probably saying, "Oh, VAR will sort this out."
I don't even think the referee knows what's happening. If I'm being perfectly honest, I think they literally wait until someone speaks in their ear, and then it's okay, I'm gonna do this. Like in rugby, when you go, when they go to the assistant referee, like video assistant referee, they're constantly in talking one another. And I think the best part about it is, especially in rugby, you can hear what the referee is saying. I would just love that to happen in the Premier League, to let us know what they are actually saying and what they're actually looking for. Because there's I think Troy Deeney for Watford last year said that, we get told when the referee just blows. He doesn't tell us, if it's offside, handball, or anything like this. He just doesn't tell us. So I think there is going to be, there's going to need to be some clarity there, in my personal opinion, anyway.
Crazy.
Well, we did talk about injuries as well. That was the one on Thiago anyway, that somebody sent me as well. That is absolutely shocking. And I can't even look. Richarlison argues this as well.
Dirty bastard.
It's so stupid.
That's it.
He argues that he's got that clean. How?
Well, to be fair, he was sent off, so that's
That's the best part.
That could have been a leg break. That could have been a never mind the season. That could have been like a never play again job. At 29, whatever age Thiago is, 29. I mean, Van Dijk's looking like 5 or 6 months. I mean, it must be a cruciate ligament or something. Like 5-6 months is even a leg or a sprain. 5-6 months is a major injury in football.
When I was speaking to someone said that it could be soft tissue damage.
Yeah, which is the worst one to heal.
Yeah,
it takes ages to heal.
Well, someone was saying to me that it could be a grade 3, which takes around 6 to 7 months to heal.
Now, listen, this is all because
it's speculation.
It usually takes 24 hours to get a proper diagnosis. This is just off the cuff. He's out for 6 months. Mightn't be as bad, but he's certainly going to be missing for game time. There's no doubt about it. He's missing. I mean, we've Ajax midweek away in the Champions League.
For me, I think Fabinho plays centre back straight away for that, because he did against Bayern Munich in the Champions League when we won it. So he's the most probably reliable person to put there at the minute, alongside Joe Matip.
It's probably the worst. I'm not saying the worst result. We could have lost the game, but it's probably the worst result that you could get out of the game. Getting 1 point, deserving 3, and definitely losing one player for a long time. Possibly losing 2 of your best players for a long time after only getting 1 point.
Yeah, that is shocking.
There's nothing worse than that, really, is there?
No, there's not. I absolutely agree with you with that. Right, let me read a few more of your comments. Anyway, where were we by? Mark says, still don't think we did enough today. I think we did do enough today.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I think we did do enough. It was just a bit unlucky with certain situations as well. Doug says, this is why England refs are not going to the World Cup and Euros, etc., because they are all shit. Sorry, I want to rant. Rant. I want to rant, but I want to I feel like I got to be kind of constructive by here, but I still want to fucking scream and shout at Michael Oliver and the bullshit that referees. But Mark says that, at least. Data says ban Pickford for the season.
He could get banned if there's going to be a lot of all over the papers and the news now. If he is out for 6 months, it's going to build and build and build, especially in Liverpool, the city, of course. I mean, it'd be nearly like an assault, as I said earlier. So I think the Premier League might have to look at it now and say, there's a three, just to die it down, here's a 3-match ban. You know what I mean? They can't let that go. They have to make an example.
It's like I said,
could
to
happen.
you, he should get a ban. Plain and simple, he should easily get a ban as well. But Kale goes, I'm Mbappe and Traore coming to Liverpool. Maybe.
Come on.
Maybe.
I think we've bigger issues right now, this side of Christmas, this side of the transfer window, to get through to Christmas in a good position in the league and Champions League. That's the big thing if Thiago and VVD are out long term.
To be fair, with that question, if I have the choice, I want to give Virgil van Dijk a new knee. if that's the case anyway. But Mark goes, high foot on Mane. I think that was Alan as well. Yeah, to be fair, there was.
Crazy.
Stephen goes, your thoughts on this pay-per-view games? We did do a video on it on the channel. It is there. Go and have a look. I'll ask Dave his thoughts on this, because I don't think you've said anything about it. As far as I think you have.
I pay a lot of money anyway, because I have Sky. I have the full Sky sports package plus the BT sport package, and I also have another. It's like an ESPN Premier League package. So I've actually got nearly everything, but I pay it anyway, sort of thing. But then you've also got, as this you're talking about, it's like a box office thing where you pay £14 or £15 to watch a game. I don't like it, but unfortunately, I think it's going to be the way it's going to be going forward, because the way streaming is now, and the way the internet is, and Amazon, Netflix and all this, I think there's no stopping it. Unfortunately, Connor, I don't like it, but I can't see any other way around it.
Yeah, I think, like I said in my video, I think that Amazon should look into properly buying Premier League football, and if that meant 3:00 kickoff, then perfect for teams, because realistically it doesn't bother Liverpool, because Liverpool are mainly on TV anyway. Pretty much all the time, but it affects the likes of the teams like Burnley, and all the ones down in the bottom, having to pay £15 each game. That's a bit eccentric for me personally. Data goes, I agree with Connor. If EVD is out for the season and we only have Matip and Gomez as our centre-backs, then God help us. Highly unlikely we win the league. Like I did say, I think, I personally think if Van Dijk is out, then we will struggle to win the league. Again.
Oh, yeah, of course.
It's like Dave said, never say never, at the end of the day.
It's too early. But you don't want to miss Van Dijk. I mean, would we have won the league? Well, I probably would have won it last year because of so many points. But I mean, there's even a season before without Van Dijk. I mean, we've never had him. We've never not had him, because he's been injury free really for 2 years, basically injury free for 2 years. We've been lucky. Look at Laporte with City and the difference that made when he was there and when he wasn't there. That's one player. One player in a position can make an absolutely huge difference. I mean, Alisson's injury prone now. Look, well, he's not really injury prone, I would say. He's been injured once or twice. But Matip as well is injury prone. I mean, Matip, what about it? Like Van Dijk, okay, we're presuming he's out for 5 or 6 months. We don't know yet. It's only a caveat on that one. Let's hope it's not true. But it's looking bad either way. We've still got Fabinho who can play there, but we're going to struggle. We really did need a centre-half. I've done loads of videos on we needed a fourth-choice centre-half. And I think Liverpool put all their eggs in one basket, brought in Thiago, brought in Tsimikas, brought in Jota, and said, right, that's enough. We can always play Fabinho in there. And we've been lucky with EVD. He's not injury prone, he's fit. But the problem is, he didn't even get injured today on his own fault. Someone else injured him. That's the difference. Yeah. But you can't
take that in football. There's no guarantees in football.
I mean, you could get up out of bed and move the wrong way and get injured. I mean, anything can happen. You can easily get injured. But you have to have that caveat, that safety valve in the background of a fourth choice there. But we don't have it, and it could come back to haunt us. I think I did a video in around August, and it could come back to haunt us. Let's hope it doesn't.
I think you did. Yeah, I think you did. I fully, I absolutely agree in the sense that we needed that extra person, because even if Gomez or Matip now gets injured, we have one centre back at the club. and it's just not good enough in my personal opinion. But it's like, I think it's like what you said. I think we put all our balls in the basket into getting Thiago, Tsimikas, and Jota done and dusted anyway. But Mark says rugby refs use the screens and TV monitors more. Yeah, absolutely. I think rugby is probably the best VAR.
Cricket do it very. I don't watch cricket, but I've seen a few games. They seem to do it very good. I know there's finer margins in cricket, and it's so fast. But cricket do it quite good as well.
Yeah, cricket. I think cricket and rugby
in the air to the ref, the umpire.
And even tennis. Tennis is pretty quick.
Yeah, tennis is quick.
As well.
Eagle eye or whatever you call it. I'm not going to stay on long because I'm actually going live at 8:00 myself, and I'm going to have a bloody rant as well. So
yeah, I'll definitely be in there for that anyway. But let me read a couple more comments, and then we'll get Dave's last thoughts then. Doug says Richarlison is a thug. End of story. Doug also says he wanted to end his career. Fucking twat. He goes. Kale says he is a twat. Doug, what's the stupid celebration he does? The flamingo neck or something like that. Just
don't care. Don't care. What
prick for that.
No, but it was a bit tuggery today. You don't mind tackles or mistimed tackles. There was a bit of nastiness in there, I thought, today, and that's not nice to see for any club.
Yeah, right then. So Dave, we'll get your final thoughts on the game. But before then, though, continue with this as well. Who for you today was Liverpool's man of the match?
I thought there was 2 or 3 players that stood out. I thought Henderson was brilliant in midfield. Thiago was brilliant in midfield. And Salah did very well up front. They took his goal beautifully. I'd actually, before his injury, I'd give it to Thiago. I thought Thiago was unbelievable. Just did everything quietly and controlled the game sort of in the middle. Didn't put a foot wrong. Obviously got that injury. Let's hope he's not too long out. Let's hope that'll be a double blow. That'd be a huge double blow if he's out long term, similar to DVD. I mean, that would be literally. I don't even want to say it, but the biggest thing for me though today, and I'll end it on this, is VAR 2, LFC 2. We weren't even playing Everton. We were playing VAR.
Yeah, I would agree with that as well. But everyone, please go and follow Dave. Dave's LFC chats, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff. Please go over there. Go over at 8:00 as well. I believe Dave's going to have a few drinks and a few ranting.
I'm going to need a few drinks now. This VVD news, baby. Look, I've run out of Coke.
Oh no!
Gotta get those beers out of the fridge, baby.
We'll remove the Coke and add the alcohol because I think all of us are gonna need it.
Gonna need it.
Yeah,
Connor, it's been brilliant. Cheers.
Thank you, mate. Thank you, mate, for coming on, and I do very much appreciate it. I would definitely be in at 8:00 anyway.
8:00 live. Take care.
Ta-ra.
Cheers.
So there you go, guys. That is Dave's thoughts about the game. Anyway, please let me know, your thoughts and your reactions in the comment section down below. If any of you would like to join as well and get your voices and your opinions, then please do let me know in the comment section down below, or private message me on Twitter. Obviously the ECOP Council on Twitter, and you can come on. Don't have to show your face. You don't have to have face cam on. Just your voice and have your say about the Merseyside derby anyway. But let me get on then to what Jurgen Klopp had to say about the match.
Wanted to see it apart from that winner at the end.
Yeah, the performance was top. You saw the game yourself. I think you could see that was a top game. Was a good game from both teams. We were clear, dominant against a side who is full of confidence, has a clear plan. We played a really good game. Was probably the best away game since I'm in Liverpool. We played at Goodison, and so in the end it's still 2-2 for different reasons.
So that is what Jurgen had to say about the game. I think you could see he was definitely pissed off after the game for sure. And I think he was with the rest of us very much pissed off about that result as well. But as well, before I do, head off or whatever, and that this was Jordan Henderson's thoughts about the last late goal.
The line's running sometimes to make it offside. I'm not sure how to do it. Yeah, I've seen it before. But not just that goal. I thought overall performance, the chances we created, we deserve to win from start to finish. I thought we're the better team, and I think Everton will be the happier with the draw.
even what Jordan Henderson said there, Everton going to be more happier to get a draw. I think that just fully says what Everton were after today. And I believe Dominic Calvert-Lewin as well after the game said, "Oh, we're getting closer and closer to beating Liverpool and things, I guess." And it's like, you just wasn't, though. Liverpool were much the better team today and fully deserved all 3 points as well, in my personal opinion anyway. But Hello says, the most baffling moment of that red card was when Rodriguez was encountering the ref and to go and look at the monitor like as if there was any debate about it being a red card. Yeah, absolutely. There was absolutely no debate about that red card whatsoever. Diego says, sorry for being late. I've been away on family duty. Get rid of VAR, or at least allow the referee to overrule VAR. Bring back one ref and 2 linos only. Absolutely no problem, Diego, coming in late as well. As everyone can see, it is, 7:15 in the night. This match reaction would have been, a lot earlier in the day. But I got to see my nan for the first time in, was it 6, 7, 8 weeks, something like that. So, I missed the second half of the Liverpool game, but I did watch it. I recorded it and then ended up watching it before we did the live this reaction. So, I've been very busy myself as well. So, absolutely no need to apologize in that sense, mate. Mark says most sports are better camera system than football. Yep, I would agree with that, to be fair. And Data says Klopp was raging. He was more than raging. He was infuriated. I think that is probably the best thing to call as well. But I don't think we've shown this image. Let me quickly remove Data's comment. But, there is the VAR line. And, it's so close. But as you can see there, Sadio Mane is not offside. His arm cannot be being given as offside because, of course, you can't score with your arm, so that does not count. And also as well, I haven't got the Virgil van Dijk one. I don't believe anyway. No, I don't have the Virgil van Dijk image, but just that he's not offside at all, and it's so frustrating. And for me, VAR, as a load of you have said in the comments tonight, VAR for me now needs to be looked at. It's like what Dave said as well. Things need to change, and they need to change now because quite clearly things are not working. At the end of the day, Liverpool have been robbed of 3 points by VAR. I think we've actually named the title that. And for me, I think that's what they have been. They've been robbed of 3 points, but 2 extra points by VAR. And at the end of the day, it's one of these things that it's just shocking for me that this system was brought in to have what's now, and to have realistically a chance to make football better than what it already is, and it's just not doing it for me. And I'll keep on referring to it. Robbo said it: if it's not working and not at 100%, then do not use it. And that is what VAR, for me, it's not working. And I think, like we said to Dave, and I think Dave agreed as well, in the sense that if it went to a vote and all Premier League clubs had the option to vote, I do think VAR would be thrown out the door now. I think it was like something of 18-2, or 17-3. At the time when people were on about coming on with VAR and things, I guess. But then it's just not worked, and it's not done what it's supposed to do as well. But guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section anyway. Data says it's 1000% was not offside. Diego goes, that's not offside, with angry faces. Yeah, absolutely. Doug says, any chance of popping on? Yeah. Go in the Skype group, Doug. Excuse me, and the links there to join. So come in, and then obviously we'll have Doug on the show as well, hopefully in a moment. Yeah, absolutely. Pop on, have your say, have your view. I think Doug's going to rage in the next 50 seconds probably by the time it logs in and that. But yeah, Doug, it's in the Skype group. Let me know. I'll see when you're in anyway. Mark says no goal can be onside if that is offside. True, that is true. He's got the Pepsi can. You know he's angry. You know he's angry.
Livid.
like, mate, like, obviously, just go away. Have your thoughts.
It's like, honestly, like the most unjust result in a Merseyside derby I've ever known. I mean, we absolutely okay. Given the fact that like we went ahead and they equalised and then Van Dijk went off, I felt Everton were kind of the better team after that. But see, that second half, we absolutely dominated them. I think the only thing I can safely say, I think they had one shot. I think Richarlison hit the post, and then I mean, it's a wonderful cross from Luca Digne. I mean, you've probably seen two of the best left backs in the Premier League today, Luca Digne and Andy Robertson, who, like, both of them were absolutely fantastic today. And I mean, the Pickford one. I mean, honestly, like, even if Van Dijk's offside, I mean, it's a knee-high challenge. It is a leg breaker. It is an absolute leg breaker. I mean, what goalkeeper goes in like that? Like, it's 2-footed. It's high on the knee. I mean, if Van Dijk is out, if Van Dijk's out for 7-8 months, I mean, it's. I mean, I'm not going to say it will affect us, obviously, but I feel we do. I feel we can cope because I think move up Reece Williams to fourth choice centre back. I know he's young, but you've seen it in the cup games. He's been fantastic. So I would move up Reece Williams up to fourth choice centre back. Even play Fabinho there. You could easily play Wijnaldum, Thiago, and Henderson. Although I do agree that midfield three was fantastic today. I thought Fabinho in particular, I thought he was brilliant. Isn't it wonderful to see the best midfielder in world football play for us? I mean, Thiago was absolutely outstanding today.
He was fantastic, absolutely. And at the end of the day, I know that rival fans had their say about us signing a 29-year-old midfielder, but that game proved today that he did it with Bayern Munich and he can do it with Liverpool. And at the end of the day, he, for me, is going to be. I'm hoping the scans come back clean for at least one of them. Virgil. It's most likely now Virgil is. He is injured probably, but hopefully Thiago's has come back clean because I think against a team like Ajax as well that we have in midweek, he's just going to open them up to shreds, and he showed it in this game, and I don't want to show it again, but I'm going to show it again. Look at that.
That is not even a tackle. It is assault. It is assault. It's a leg. That's another leg breaker. And Richarlison's a thug. I'm sorry, but he is. He has been since his Watford days, and he is as an Everton player. He went to intentionally hurt Thiago there.
Well, you mentioned about Pickford's positioning. Do you remember, was it last season or the season before? I think it was last season. Chelsea versus Tottenham. Well, Tottenham versus Chelsea at Tottenham, and Gazzaniga took out Willian.
Oh yes.
And it was like a scissors tackle, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The referee, in that game, and I believe it was who was it?
Michael Oliver.
No, Michael Oliver, I think, was the assistant, the VAR referee. And, who's the bald one? I can't think of his name.
Taylor.
Yeah, that's him. He was the referee that game. And the both of them, at one stage, give a corner for that. They didn't give a penalty. I think it was only until Chelsea players started to kick up a fuss. Then it went to VAR, and then it was given as a penalty. So...
yeah.
It's similar things, but at the end of the day, the difference is with that Gazzaniga, he didn't injure Virgil van Dijk, and he didn't injure Willian in that aspect of things, and it's just I just don't get, because I'm looking on Twitter now, and the Premier League have still yet to respond to Liverpool, as far as I know.
They're not going to. They're not going
No.
to. They care more about money than they do about the fans. So they're not gonna explain why the VAR decisions were absolutely nonsense. And that Mane one, I mean, I'm sorry, but it's just ludicrous. It's
Yeah.
absolutely ludicrous. I mean, I even said on Jack's stream earlier, look at Mina's right foot. It's in line with Manny. How is he offside? Like, I even said, are we now going to have a situation where your back is bloody offside? I mean, come on.
Obviously I was in Jack's for, what was it, 5-10 minutes. So I was coming back from the hospital, and I was watching before then, and I heard you saying that comment and I laughed in the car. I literally burst out laughing because that is what it is turning into now. It is
just ridiculous, man.
It's shocking. It's shocking.
I mean, the thing that separates us between Everton and ourselves and Chelsea is the fact that, okay, I mean, they had Kepa in goal today. He had made another mistake. I mean, his career must be just going downhill. Pickford, I would imagine Robin Olsen will be coming into the team very soon, because Everton fans are they just cannot stand Pickford.
The thing is, though, and I don't want to. Well, I am going to be a little bit biased here. If any Everton fan reckoned that they deserved at least a point from that game, for me, it just wasn't the case. Liverpool was so good today, and for them to argue the fact that they could have even won the game as well. Of course, it's 2-2 and things like this, but at the end of the day, for me, Liverpool didn't deserve to lose that game today, and Everton didn't deserve to win that game neither.
No. I think I said in my match reaction, I thought a draw was probably the fairest possible result for them, not for us, because, like I said, the VAR irregularities. It's look, it's just getting ridiculous now. Like, when are we going to get VAR out of football? Because it is clearly ruining. Like, you can be like, rival fans can basically said Pickford. I like that. You could basically say, like, rival fans can basically say, oh, Liverpool. Well, what about Manchester VAR United? I mean,
it's
seriously?
It's Varchester. It's Varchester United. That's how bad it is.
And then is it Everton or something like that?
But yeah, data says Pickford has to get a long ban for that. I personally think he is going to get a ban.
I think he will. Can he get done retrospectively? Because he wasn't even given a yellow card, which I would think absolutely astonishing.
He can. I think if the referee, as you said, the referee didn't give him anything, so I think he can be. So I think it's at least going to be a 3-game ban, because, and if there isn't, then there should be a proper kick up from Liverpool about it.
Massively. Apparently, Man City just won 1-0 against Arsenal, which kind of just shows that they are struggling, for goals.
To be fair though, they've won, haven't they? And that's the thing. And now, if we get 3 points today, that game doesn't matter at all for us. Now it does, because now we have, is it Sheffield next Saturday or Sunday?
I think it's Ajax, Sheffield United, and Atalanta, I want to say. And then
it's the Danish team.
Oh, is it Midtjylland? Okay.
Yeah, it's Midtjylland.
So it's Ajax, Sheffield. Sorry.
You look like the Rock then, going how?
Oh. So it's Ajax away, Sheffield United at home, Midtjylland at home, and then West Ham at home. So at least we've got 3 home games that we can, bounce back in.
True. That is very true as well. Also, guys, I have said this throughout the whole entire stream. There is the link to join if any of you want to join. Let me post it in twice. So there you go. So if any of you want to join,
twice.
Me and Doug, you bastard, I hate you. If you want to join, then please feel free to join. You don't have to be on Facecam. Just make sure when you're logging into this and that, then you turn it off if you don't want to be on or anything like this. If you've got any questions for me and Doug, then we'll happily ask your questions, or if you have any points of view about the game. The only thing I will ask is if you can be in a quiet place, that'll be much appreciated. And of course, don't do anything stupid like racism, homophobic, or anything like this, or anything.
God, no!
Because I'm testing this, guys, and I need you to be trusted like that. I'm putting my faith into you guys. So if you guys F up, then you're gone practically and you're banned. So yeah, but if anyone wants to join, please feel free to. And of course, we will have your views in that. But I asked Dave this, Doug. Who was your man of the match today? Because there was a lot of people, that could have been chosen.
Thiago. I mean, the guy just uses class. I mean, he's just absolutely outstanding for me today. And just like, okay, not like I think not all of his passes were fantastic, but like that pass to Mane for like Henderson's, well, now it's not a winning goal, but it's a no look pass. Has he been taking tips from Bobby Firmino or something like that? I thought Thiago was absolutely outstanding. I thought Matip, for a first game back in a long, long time, I thought he was outstanding today. So I think it's probably between Matip and Thiago. Special mentions Mohamed Salah, 100 Liverpool goals now in 159 appearances. Very, very well done to Mohamed Salah. I think that's fantastic. I mean, what a place to get your 100th goal for the Reds. Goodison Park. Is that his first goal against Everton? Or was it second?
The
second. Second, yeah.
Yeah.
First goal at Goodison.
Yeah. Is it?
Yep. He always seems to struggle at Goodison. Yeah.
To be fair though, as well, like I think this season can be the year that he gets back to 44 goals in a season.
Yeah.
Because for some reason, I think Klopp has gone to him, right, you lost the Golden Boot last year. Okay, we're just going to, we're going to set the dogs on you and just allow you to do whatever the hell you want. The
only thing that will take me away from a really disappointing result would be if Newcastle will get a win against Manchester United. And it would be nice to see a Matty Longstaff goal again. That would be, apparently he's fit for this game, and Manchester United fans are already saying, "Oh Christ!"
Are they playing right now?
8:00 kickoff.
I was like, then. Like everyone was mentioning Man United. I think Kale was mentioning him in the chat, and
apparently there's Greenwood for them, which is quite surprising.
Good. Well, I don't know, Mike, because they've added a couple of players, and then it's like, okay, they just get thrashed 6-1 as well. But data says Adrian did okay, although I felt he should have saved Everton's first goal. Yeah, look, right.
Poor defending.
Yeah, for me, first of all, I think both of the goals today, it was poor defending. First goal for me, I think Fabinho could have done better on the corner, and then I think the cross then on the second goal, I think Joe Gomez could have done better as well by jumping up.
I think you just have to hold your hands up there to Calvert-Lewin, who's an absolute fire. It was a wonderful header. I mean, he gets up so quickly.
It was an okay header. I would say it was an okay header. It wasn't the best, because I say that's now. It's actually quite a good goal, for fuck's sake. The thing is, look, at the end of the day, Calvert-Lewin, he is going to be, if Ancelotti keeps this up with him, he's going to score 20 goals plus this season.
I think he might win the Golden Boot. Do you know that? I've just got a really funny feeling.
I said this yesterday to Jack. I think it's going to be between him and Mo Salah for Golden Boot.
Yeah, quite possibly.
I think it'll definitely be between them two for Golden Boot at least anyway. But there's, if Matty Longstaff scores, Corbridge will have another meltdown. Yeah.
No.
Smash on desk. Freaking terrible, man. But like I did say, there is a link in the chat. If anyone wants to join quickly, then please do feel free. I'll be heading off in about 5 minutes because we've been going for over an hour.
I'm going to pop off because I've got my beloved here. So I need
hello, Rebecca. Your fiance's asshole. What? Bye. No, I'm kidding. Thank you for coming on, Doug, and I'll chat to you in a bit.
Yeah, take care. Have a good evening. Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.
So there you go then. That's Doug's little rant and that. But yeah, if any of you have any more questions, then please do feel free, or please join in the link. And we will, like I said, you can chat or whatever. Have your say. For me, I'm going to agree with the lads. I'm going to go with Thiago Alcantara for man of the match today. I should realistically make a man of the match thing, if that makes sense, because of course we always try and give man of the match to someone here at the Cup Council. So yeah, for me, Thiago Alcantara wins man of the match for me today. Absolutely fantastic in terms of passing ability. He just made that Everton midfield look like kids at sometimes with some of the balls he played. And for me, I feel like we've always said about the likes of Andy Robertson trying to fit into the team, and Fabinho taking 6 months. Well, world-class players, they don't need 6 months. They need like 2 weeks. And that's what that's what Thiago has done. And he's done it absolutely fantastic. Anyway, but excuse me. Diego says, if Habitek Longstaff scores again the winner on my days, yeah, that would be absolutely fantastic. And to be fair, let's hope, right? Because today's been a little bit of a downer. Diego says, yeah, do a man of the match in your streams. Obviously, Thiago was world class today. Yeah. So what I think I'll do in time for the Champions League game, obviously in midweek, then yeah, I think I'll try and get a graphic up and that as well to do with it. But yeah, Mark says as well, yeah, I agree on man of the match. Yeah, Thiago for me absolutely deserves man of the match. And for me, but yeah, like I did say, hopefully, Manchester United can lose tonight against Newcastle. Hopefully, Newcastle can just thrash them and destroy them to make our day a bit better. But fingers crossed, with news with Virgil van Dijk, of course, the rumours, if anyone's new in you right now, then yeah, hopefully Virgil van Dijk isn't injured for the rumoured time that is being said. I think it's going to be best case scenario. I think it's going to be about a month or two of Virgil van Dijk being out. So even that is bad enough, to be fair. And yeah, it's just not good news, isn't it? And hopefully Thiago is okay as well in terms of that, because both of them have gone for scans as far as we know of anyway. Of course, I believe Van Dijk's left on crutches with hospital at the hospital. So it's not good news, is it? But I think I'm going to leave it there, guys. Like I did say, we have been going for an hour on the match reaction show. Thank you to everyone that has tuned in to this video. I do very much appreciate it, because truly, guys, you guys support. That's absolutely fantastic, and I do very much appreciate it. But if you could do me the massive favor and please give the video a like. Like I said, massively appreciate it if you could do so. Also as well, if you're new to the Cop Council and viewing us for the first time, then please hit that subscribe button, because we are edging closer to 400 subscribers, and it's getting closer and closer. So if you can help us on our way, then it would be massively appreciated as well. And yeah, I would very much like it if you could please hit that subscribe button, because it lets me know that you like the content and that. And please as well, if this goes up obviously from the live stream, please then feel free to go and like, subscribe, share, whatever. And also as well, if you share it as well anyway, then please tag me. We're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, and that at me, and I will like it, retweet it and things, I guess, or repost it, however it works on Instagram as well, and that. So yeah, let me know. But till next time, guys, that is going to be it from me. I've been Connor from the Cop Council, and I will see you all later. Tra Reds.